The title of this video is No More Excuses for the Students. My name is Ioannis Dizoglu, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint and Microsoft Excel without the need to install the Microsoft Office. To start with, you need to go to your Hotmail account. So let's go to Hotmail and you will need to sign in. Yeah, once you have logged on to your Hotmail account, by default you should have Outlook here. However, if you drop down the list here, you will be able to see a number of options. You can see a Word document, Excel document, PowerPoint and so on. However, we need to get started, we need to actually set up the field. So we're gonna click once on the OneDrive. The reason why I said we need to set up the field is because we need to create some folders. The folders will allow us to basically manage easily and quickly in future the documents we create. So for this tutorial I'm going to click create, select folder, and then I'm going to call this folder YouTube video tutorial. I'm going to click create. As you can see, I can put spaces, or I can actually not put spaces in between the words. They're both gonna work. I can also use some special characters as well. Now I'm gonna like underscore and hyphens. So now if I click once on the YouTube video tutorials, I will then be able to go to create, and here I've got a number of options. The first option I have is another folder. Let's create another folder. I'm gonna click type Word, Docs, create. I will then select create another folder. I'm gonna call it PPT Docs, so for PowerPoint documents, and then I'm gonna create another folder called Excel Docs. So this is a file management layout, so this will allow me easily and quickly to find out exactly where the things that I'm looking for are. So let's get started with Microsoft Word. So I'm going to click on the Microsoft Word folder, drop down the list, select Word document. I'm going to type my content here. I can actually highlight this text, change the font size, change the color, make it bold, underline it, make it italic. Let's change the color to something else. So now I'm happy with that. I will then be able to actually insert a picture as well. So insert a picture. Let's choose a file. Insert. If I right click here on the picture, I have a number of options here. So I can select the style. So let's select this style here. I can actually keep clicking the shrink button to make the picture smaller. Or make the picture bigger. Once I'm happy with that, I can deselect the picture. I can type some further text. I can again go to Home tab, change the color to something else, reduce the size of the text. Now I'm happy with that. I can go back to the Word documents. Please remember that, and this is important, that because you are using SkyDrive, automatically the Word document will be saved straight away. You do not have to go to File and Save As. So if you go to File and select Save As, You will be notified that you cannot save the document. The document has been saved automatically. However, if you would like to actually save and download the document, you can download the document as a PDF, which means that you do not have to install expensive software like Microsoft Office. You can install Adobe Reader, which is absolutely free from Adobe's website, and then download the PDF file. Let's close this. As you can see here, this is the PDF file, and I have actually opened this file here. Okay, and I can from here, right bottom hand side, and click on the Save tab, and then locate a different location for where you want the actual document to be saved, and click. You can actually rename it as well, and select Save. Let's do this here. Let's rename it my YouTube test. Click Save. Now if I go to my Documents area, I will be able to see that here I have my YouTube test, and if I open it, it opens fine. Okay, so this is my 100%. The only drawback when you're actually saving it into a PDF, obviously you might lose a bit some of the quality. Another disadvantage is you cannot edit this further unless you have purchased the Pro version of Adobe Acrobat. However, if you want to make further edits, let's close this. Let's minimize this. If you would like to do further edits, you can always go back to your SkyDrive. Locate this Word document you have created, and then edit this Word document further. Right away, I need to select from a drop-down list the Edit in Word Online. Scroll down. Let's change the font color to this color. Let's increase the size here again. Let's not make it italic or underlined. And then I can actually go back to the Word, back to my basically folder called Word Docs. Now I can right click and I can rename this Word document. Again, you can apply spaces, or you can put underscores or no spaces at all. It will be fine either way. So if I click here to open the Word document, I can go to File now, Save As, and I can save this as a PDF, or I can even download it as a Word document. However, if I download it as a Word document and I do not have Word document on my computer, I will not be able to see the content. Alternatively, you can actually go to OpenOffice, and download OpenOffice for absolutely free, which then will allow you to actually open Word documents, Excel documents, and PowerPoint documents. Now let's go back because this tutorial is about SkyDrive. Let's go back to SkyDrive. So far we have created the Word document, we have created some folders. Let's go back here to Yannis OneDrive. I'm gonna go back to YouTube video tutorials. I will be able to see that on the Word Docs folder I have one Word document, and on the other folders I have nothing. I'm gonna click now on the PPT, PowerPoint presentation documents. I'm going to drop down the list, and the process is pretty much the same as it was on the Word document. I'm going to click on the PowerPoint presentation. I can go to the design, select the design that I like. And once I'm happy with this design, I can get started. to put shop header here. Okay, that's fine. So I can actually now go to insert and select new slide, and I can select one of these options here. Let's select title, let's here, section header only. Add. And now I can actually go to insert, select picture, and add one of the pictures here. I can place the picture where I want it to be. I can use one of the preset options here. Let's use something different we used in Microsoft Word. I can actually increase the size here by clicking and dragging. You might notice that some of the pictures are distorted to start with, but give some time. This is because it's rendering online the images. So once I'm happy again with this, I can go to File, Save As, and I can actually download this PowerPoint presentation. However, if I don't want to actually download it yet, because I want to do further editing later on, I can actually go to my PPT docs. I will be able to see the presentation one there. I can right click and select rename, and I'm going to call it YouTube PPT PowerPoint presentation. Okay, I can actually right click here and select delete. If I'm not happy any longer with this document, I can select delete. However, before you actually delete the document forever, you can actually select undo here to take it back. Now this is how you create a PowerPoint presentation, and let's go back now to Yannis OneDrive again. Obviously it's going to be your name on OneDrive. I'm going to go back to YouTube video tutorials folder, click once on the Excel docs, go to create and select Excel workbook this time. Here I've got my Excel document. I'm just going to put here some background color. Let's repeat this here. Let's put some borders as well. So it's pretty much the same thing that you're gonna do in the downloadable version of Microsoft Excel. So I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna type fruit, cost per kg, cost per kilogram. Let's increase the size here. Number of kg. Total with VAT. Let's increase the size again. So here I'm going to put VAT, and I'm going to put it to 20%. Let's go back here now. Fruit, let's say banana. The cost per kilogram for banana is, let's pretend, is £1. Let's change the field to currency. So if we go to the drop down list here and select currency, we'll be able to see the currency sign here. Number of kilograms we purchase, say for instance 5. Now for the total amount, we're going to create some function. So we're going to say equals that one times the amount of kilograms and enter. So I've got here my calculation, my formula works fine as well. So for the total with VAT, I will say equals that one times the amount of VAT plus, so let's put this first calculation into their own into brackets to ensure that this calculation will take place at the beginning first of all, and then we're going to say plus the actual total amount. So we say the total amount times the 20% will give us the actual VAT that we have to pay. However, if we want to add up the VAT with the actual total amount, we need to say at the end plus G3, which is the £5 here. I'm going to press the enter key on my keyboard. So I've got here £6 with VAT. That's fine. Let's go back to Excel docs. The document has been saved, so I'm going to right click here and rename it, and I'm going to call it YouTube Excel. Again, I can actually open it. I can do further editing here, so I can change the colors. So we can hide this column here. We don't need this. We can actually highlight these cells here, change the color to something else. Okay, so you can insert a picture as well, or you can insert a chart. Let's highlight this, let's replicate this, let's replicate the VAT as well. So let's say here apples. For apples is £2 per kilogram, so automatically calculations taking place for me. That's great. I'm gonna highlight this now and create a pie chart. If I hold the shift key down on my keyboard, I will be able to actually change the size and proportion. Okay, can change the style of my chart. Oops. Let's stick with the pie. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back to the OneDrive. Go back to YouTube tutorials, and here, as you can see, I have one Excel document now, one PowerPoint document, and one Word document. If I want to actually go there, I can actually go there and download each document individually. It's going to download it for me as an Excel document, or it's going to download it for me as a PPT, PowerPoint presentation. And once you have downloaded the files you have created, you are then ready to upload them onto Moodle or email them to your clients, and so on. Thank you for watching.